This episode of Daily Byte is brought to you by Strife, the second generation MOBA, in open beta now. Check out strife.com for more information.
Bill Murray and the all-female Ghostbusters, Shadow of Mordor delayed, kinda, the selfie brush, and today is queued up. I'm Dodger, and this is the Daily Byte, your bite-sized news for all things nerdy. Much like Slimer, the fate of a third installment in the Ghostbusters series has been floating around in limbo for a while now. And with Harold Ramis passing away and Dan Aykroyd busy selling vodka, there have been a lot of alternative ideas for what the movie should look like. One such idea is that of an all-female cast. The question was posed to Peter Venkman himself by Access Hollywood's Scott Mantz, and Murray seemed pretty open to the idea. It sounds great to me. Sounds as good an idea as any other. There are a lot of women that could scare off any kind of vapor. Nah, it's a grand idea. I don't know who they're talking about, but it's a good idea. I would watch it. I mean, I love Robert Palmer's videos, so why wouldn't I love the female Ghostbusters? Bill went on to then fantasy cast the movie, saying, Melissa McCarthy would be a spectacular Ghostbuster, and Kristen Wiig is so funny. God, she's funny. He offered, I like this girl Linda Cardellini a lot, and Emma Stone is funny. There are some funny girls out there. And while all this theorizing is super fun, there still is no official word on if Ghostbusters 3 is a go. So until then, much like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, this movie is a product of our imagination. If you've been fiending for some Assassin's Creed style action set in the Tolkien universe, then you're gonna have to wait. Maybe, if you were planning to play it on either 360 or PS3. Originally scheduled to launch September 30th in the Americas and October 3rd in Europe, the game will now arrive on PS3 and Xbox 360 November 18th in the Americas and November 21st in Europe. However, you guys lucky enough to have yourselves an Xbox One or a PS4 are getting the game a little earlier than expected. The next-gen launch date is now coming out on the 30th of this month, a full week before the original launch date. And to add even more confusion to the mix, if you're a PC owner, you can murder Uruk-hai even earlier, as the PC build will be available on October 2nd. Proving that unlike a wizard, Shadows of Mordor arrives early and late, but not on time. Guys, I know you're probably all super excited about the new iPhone 6, and while we haven't seen it yet since we taped this show pretty early in the morning, I'd like to remind you that not all the changes are for the better. Like, what happens to all the accessories for the iPhone once this new one comes along? This is a pressing question, because today we've found possibly the most important iPhone accessory ever. It's called the selfie brush. The selfie brush is an iPhone case that features a comb for the back of the phone, a mirror down the side, and a handle on the bottom, making your phone have the practical functionality of a brush with the vapid frivolity of a thing that lets you take pictures of yourself for Instagram better. You can pick the brush up for around $20 from selfiebrush.com, or you can save that $20 and just work up the nerve to ask that nice person to use your phone to take a nice picture of you. You know, social interaction. Today for Queued Up, a lot of you have been saying Zankyo no Terror is your favorite anime this season. So, look, I finally went, I watched it, and man, it is a seriously great show. The animation is gorgeous, the story is very intriguing, and I highly recommend it. Here's a clip. That's been your Daily Byte. I'm Dodger. Like, favorite, subscribe, do all of the socials, and we will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye!